Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have a super nice practice planned with lots of twists, movement with the breath. So let's get started as soon as you have subscribed to my channel and hit the notification button so you get a note every time I upload a new video. So let's begin on our backs today. Lying on the back. Just taking a moment to settle onto the mat, settle into your practice. You can keep your knees bent or let them flop out to butterfly, or maybe extend them down like Savasana. One hand on your tummy and one on your chest, so that you can feel the breath moving through your body. Letting the breath flow freely. Capturing the rhythm of the breath. Just a few breaths here like this. Then when you're ready, draw your knees to center, then pull them up into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug, a nice deep hug. And then extend your left heel down to the bottom of the mat. You can rest it down. Engage both your ankles though. Draw your toes back towards your face. So all 10 toes, both feet are engaged. Pull your knee of your right knee in tight. Compress across the front of your right hip deeply. And then we can draw that right knee open towards your right shoulder. Squeeze it in tight. Sort of wrapping the thigh around the outside of the rib cage. Pull your elbows in. Shoulders roll back. And then let's take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, draw it over to the left. So we're coming into a reclined twist. Right shoulder's down on the mat. And coming back up. You can bring your left knee into your chest, give it a hug. And then extend the left leg long, or the right leg long. Pull the toes back towards your face and squeeze your knee in tight. Compressing deeply across the front of the left hip. And as we're moving through these poses, just continue to breathe deep and easy. Draw the left knee over towards the left armpit. Squeeze in tight. Kind of like a half happy baby here. And then bringing the left knee back in towards the center, take it with your right hand, draw over towards the right. Extend out with the left arm. So nice, make it a gentle twist. We're just at the beginning of the practice. Notice how a twist changes your breath. Notice how your breath affects the twist. Coming back up to center. Left knee's in, right knee is in. Let's make some circles with the knees. Going and just holding your kneecaps loosely with your hands. Rolling around the back of the pelvis, and then go in the other direction. Take the backs of your thighs, tuck your chin, and rock the length of your spine. Coming up to sit, and then roll over your feet. Come to tabletop. Make your way to the center of your mat. I have to crawl around here. Tip the tailbone up, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Crown of the head's high. Exhale to turn it around, turn the tailbone down, lift the navel, broaden the shoulders, tuck the chin. Keep moving through these poses a couple of times, allowing the breath to flow freely. One more time each way. And then come to neutral and walk your hands over to the left. So keep your hips facing the front of the mat and just keep walking your hands over to the left as far as you can, stretching into the right side body, breathing into that right side. And then walking the hands back towards center. And then over to the right. So try and keep them about shoulder width apart here so your wrists stay right underneath your shoulders. Breathing into the left side body. And then coming back towards center. Let's curl into the toes. And lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet out here. Shake your head, swing your hips, move whatever way feels good for you. Just find movement within the frame of this pose that allows you to release. Wherever you are, for sure, shake your head out and let some tension release from your neck. And bringing your gaze forward between your hands, bring your shoulders forward, and you can step your feet towards the front of the mat. Fingertips to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften your knees and rise all the way up to stand, hands up. Look up if that feels good. As you exhale, hands to heart center, crown of the head is high. Inhale, sweep the hands out like in a reverse swan dive, bringing them up to join the palms overhead. Cross your thumbs and bring your thumbs down to the nape of your neck. Lift the elbows, drop the tailbone. Lift the rib cage and pull the navel in. Inhale, fingertips high, crown of the head is high. Exhale, twist to the right with the left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, let's arc to the right. Right hand drops to the right thigh, left hand reaches up and over. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Left hand can drop, right hand reaches. Inhale to come up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to find a halfway lift, long spine. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stay here for a couple of breaths as you lengthen the tailbone back, the hips back, the crown of the head, the collarbones forward. Kiss your shoulder blades in towards one another so you're broad across the collarbones. Soften into the knees, bring your palms to the mat, and step your feet back to a high plank pose. Now we're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. So if you want to bring your knees down to the mat, you can. But see if you can find that same flat back that you had in the standing pose just now. Again, so the collarbones are pulling forward, they're broad. Shoulder blades are kissing in towards one another. Tailbones turn down, hips are pulled back. Probably about 2 more breaths here, because I've been talking, not counting breaths. Big smile on your face as you bring your shoulders forward over the fingertips and bend your elbows back towards the back of the mat. Gently lower your whole body down onto the mat. Tops of the feet press into the mat and lift the chest, cobra pose. Exhale to release. Bring your fingertips off the mat and let's inhale to lift again. As we exhale, drop the right shoulder, lift the left. Coming back to center, drop the left shoulder, lift the right. You can gaze off to the right here or keep your gaze straight down. Let's do that again, both sides. Turning the chest to the left, dropping the right shoulder. Coming back to center. Other side. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Come to center and then exhale to release. Inhale to table or plank and exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right heel. As we exhale, bring that right foot forward between the hands, drop into the left knee. Inhale, sink the hips, bring the heart forward. Then as we exhale, let's come to a half back to over the left knee, straighten into the right knee. Now let's flow a couple of times between these. Inhale forward, exhale back. More time forward, and then we'll hold the half splits for a few breaths. Here we'll stay in this half split so you can walk your hands back underneath your shoulders for a little more support if you like. You can take the left hand and gently draw the right toes back towards your face or towards the shin. Just increasing the sensation just a little bit. You can round down over that right leg. Make your way back to your low lunge. Curl into the back toes if they're not already. Sweep the fingertips forward and up. Big inhale as we come up. As you exhale, lift the left knee, coming to a standing to a crescent lunge. Big breath in. And exhale, let's twist to the left. Left hand, right. Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, arc to the right. So your right hand can come to the right hip. Left hand reaches up and over. Inhale, fingertips high. As we exhale, let's come to a warrior 2. So left heel drops, right hand comes forward. Turn your hips and shoulders towards the long edge of your mat and settle into your feet. Turn the tailbone down, lift the rib cage. And drop your left hand, turn your right palm up. Lift it up and back, reversing the warrior. Big breath in. And then as we exhale, let's try extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee, left hand reaches up and over. You can bring your fingertips of your right hand to the floor as long as you don't turn your chest down towards the floor. As we inhale, let's come up, warrior 2. Straighten through that right knee and lift the right hand up and back, reversing your triangle pose now. Inhale to Extend the arms out to the side. The crown of the head is up at the ceiling. And let's make our way to triangle pose. Lifting, pressing the left hip back behind you, reaching forward with the right hand, the crown of the head. Extending through the right side body as much as the left. We're trying to extend through the spine, right out through the crown of the head. Left hip stays rolled back. You can keep your fingertips on the hip bone, reminding yourself to keep it rolled back, or you can reach them up to the sky. Up to you. Full breath here. Now let's soften into that forward knee. Make your way back to Warrior Two. Pivot on your feet, straighten through that right leg, and let's come to five-pointed star. As you exhale, hands to heart center, bend into the knees, nice deep squat. Let's do some more twists here. So take your hands and draw them onto your thighs, very lightly though, with the thumbs coming towards the inside of the thighs, fingers wrapping around the outside. Let's drop the left shoulder, lift the right, gaze off to the right. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. Right shoulder drops, gaze to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to twist right. Inhale to center, exhale to twist left. Let's do one more each way. Inhale to center, exhale, twist right. Inhale to center, exhale, twist left. Inhale to center and lift up, five-pointed star. Pivot on your feet, ankles behind or heels behind the toes, and roll all the way down to a wide-legged forward fold. We'll just take it nice and easy here. Any way that you like, you can walk your fingers back, line them up with your toes. Keep your elbows shoulder width apart and bend them back behind you. Let your head drop. Walk your hands forward now. Come to a halfway lift. Pivot your left toes out and up and bend into your right knee. Coming to Skandasana on the right leg towards the front of your mat. Hands can come to the heart center. You can practice your balance here. Or if you like, bring the right fingertips to the mat just outside your right foot. And lift the left hand up and back, getting a nice big stretch in the left side body. Left hand can come down to the mat. Pivot on your feet, coming back to your low lunge. From here, roll high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. The gaze forward, shoulders forward, feet forward. Come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soften your knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stay here for a moment. Let's balance. So hands to the hips. Bring your weight into your right foot. Turn the tailbone down. Level the hips and bring your right knee high. You can stay here with a bent knee. We're going to take a standing twist. So you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, or you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Lengthen up through the spine either way. And if you've got your foot, you can begin to extend your heel towards the front of your mat. Maybe your leg comes straight, maybe it's slightly bent. It's okay. Right hand can stay on the hip, or you can reach it back behind you. Lengthen up through the spine. Now you can begin to play with your gaze if you like. Keeping your gaze straight forward is going to be most stable. But if you want, you can start to drag your gaze along the wall to come straight out to the right, or maybe back towards the right thumb. It's up to you. Coming back to center, first with the gaze, then the right hand. Bend into your right knee. If you've had it straight, bring your left hand to your left hip and step the right foot down to meet the left. You can just sway from foot to foot, see how you feel. Shut your eyes. And then let's find our way to the other side. Bringing your weight into your right foot. Come up on the toes of your left. Navel to spine, low back lengthens. Lift the left knee. Now again, you have the same set of options. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, or right hand to the outside of the left foot. Either way, lengthen up through the spine. And then you can begin to press the left foot forward if you've taken it by the hand. Left hand can stay on the left hip, or you can reach it back behind you. Just opening up through the chest just a little bit more. Now once again, you can play with your gaze, bringing it, keeping it, oops, see? Playing with the gaze made me fall down. So you can stay forward over your left foot, or you can begin to bring your gaze out to the left, or even back to your left thumb. It's fun to play with, and if you fall down, it's not a big deal. Bring the gaze forward again. If you've played with it, bring your left hand to the left hip, bend into the left knee, right hand to the right hip. Lengthen up through the spine as you step your left foot down. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, swan dive down. Soften through the knees as you come down. Find a halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, and step your feet back to a high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward, and exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, roll your shoulders back now. Heart is forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left heel. And as you exhale, bring that left foot forward between the hands, drop into the left knee. Dropping the hips, bringing the heart forward for our low lunge. Exhale, swing the hips back over the right knee. You can lift the left toes, hamstring stretch. Inhale forward. Exhale back, half Hanumanasana, or half monkey pose. One more time, both ways. When we come back to our half splits, we'll stay here this time. So you can walk the hands in underneath the shoulders for more support if you like. Pull the navel in and roll down over that left leg. If you like, take your right hand, draw the toes back. Just increases the stretch along the back of your leg just a little bit more. One more cycle of breath. Then on your next inhale, walk your hands forward, coming to your low lunge. Inhale, the fingertips up. Curl into the back toes and lift the right knee. Big inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches up and back. Press forward into your left shin. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left knee or fingertips to the floor. Reach up with your right hand. Staying here, rolling the right shoulder back, opening up across the chest, pulling the left hip in underneath you. Inhale, coming up. As you come up, straighten through the left knee and reach up and back with the left hand. Reverse triangle. Crown of the head comes out high, reach the hands out front and back, and we'll make our way to triangle pose, slipping the hips back and the crown of the head forward, aiming to get the spine parallel to the floor. So reaching out with the crown of the head, reaching back with the right hip. Holding this pose, breathing deep and easy. Soften into the front knee, coming back, warrior two, and right away pivoting on the feet, coming to five-pointed star. Hands to heart center. Let's forward fold here. And we'll take a twist. So just take your forward fold first. Let the crown of your head drop. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Right hand plants underneath your face. Left hand comes out to the side. Keep the hips very stable as you lift the left shoulder over the right. Imagine your right arm bone is extending straight out from the collarbone. So see if you can find a true stretch through that arm. Left hand can come down underneath your face. Right hand reaches out to the side. And then lift the right shoulder over the left. Try and keep your hips stable. The right hand can come down onto the mat, bending into your knees, pointing your right toes towards the back of the mat and then up to the ceiling, bending into the left knee, coming to Skandasana on the left. Lifting the heart, taking your fingertips off the mat and coming to heart center with your palms if that feels good. Or you can try the stretch, left fingertips to the mat, right hand reaches up and over. And bringing the right hand down to the mat. Pivot on your feet, coming back to your low lunge. Stepping your left foot back to meet the right, high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward, exhale to lower. Open the heart, cobra or up dog. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's bring the top of your right foot behind your right wrist. Top of your left foot behind your left wrist. And then you can settle your hips down into a cross-legged pose. Scoot your hips into the center of the mat, tuck your chin, and roll down onto your back for to come all the way down. Tuck your shoulder blades in underneath you. Give your knees a little squeeze in towards your chest, and then extend the heels up towards the top of the mat. Towards the ceiling. Right hand on your chest, left hand on your belly. You can work into your ankles and your feet a couple of times here. Maybe you're going to make some circles with your toes, or maybe you just want to point and flex your foot up to your feet, up to you. Give those feet a little bit of attention first thing in the day. Then bring your knees into your chest. And let's extend out to Savasana. Heels out, let your toes fall open. Tuck your shoulder blades and let your palms face up. Breathing deep and easy here. Taking this time for yourself, for your stillness. First few minutes of the day and how we spend them are an essential way of how the rest of our day will play out. So by spending these first few minutes of the day taking care of ourselves, meeting our own needs, and spending our time in a way that is productive, particularly in the area of self-care, sets us up for a day that is productive. Just a few more breaths here. And when you're ready to begin moving again, begin by wiggling your fingers and toes. Turn your wrists and your ankles, your head from side to side. Oh, give your eyes a rub, maybe a yawn. It's like you're waking up all over again, isn't it? Reach the arms up, the heels away. Big good morning stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest. Again, moving whatever way feels good. So maybe it's some circles with your knees, or maybe you're swaying from side to side, or twisting, whatever feels good here. And when you're ready, make your way onto your side, fetal position. Breath or two here. And then let's make our way up to seat. Remember to keep your eyes shut, keep your chin tucked, keep your head, the weight of your head controlled by tucking your chin, so you're not straining through the neck. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift up through the crown of the head. Inhale the fingertips up. As you exhale, thumbs to the third eye, and let's hinge forward. It's our final pose for today. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you feel really great. If you do, please go ahead, hit the like button, and leave me a note in the comments. I love hearing from you. Thanks so much. Namaste.